Can you guess which side is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation and which side is the potential dupe? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be discussing a potential dupe for the cult favorite foundation, Too Faced Born This Way foundation. But before we get started with this video, make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and that you're following me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is this. So with that being said, we're now going to get started with the video. So this is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and this is the dupe, the LA Girl Pro Coverage Illuminating Foundation. So basically today's video is going to be a comparison between these two foundations. So this foundation, the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, retails for $39 in the United States, and you can get this ordered into Pakistan for I think about close to 8,000 rupees through a page. I actually got this as a gift, so I didn't really have to invest that much money, but I do know you can get this for 8,000 rupees in Pakistan. And this is the LA Girl Pro Coverage Foundation, and I got this for rupees 2,600 in Pakistan. This I think is $10 in the United States, and I will include how much both of these foundations are in India, because I know a lot of you guys watch from India as well. So yeah, so I have the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Golden Beige, and the closest one in the LA Girl Pro Coverage Illuminating Foundation I have the LA Girl Pro Coverage Illuminating Foundation in the shade Nude Beige. This was the closest match. This is a little bit too light for me, even though for some reason it doesn't look like that on camera, but it is actually, this one is a little bit too light for me. The Too Faced one is a perfect match. So first things first, the consistency. Both of these foundations have a very similar consistency. They're both kind of like liquidy, and they both feel really light on the skin. Like it feels like I'm not wearing anything. Really lightweight, really nice, you know, just a nice feeling. It's not heavy on the skin, and as you can see, they don't really look too cakey as well. They look really nice. They're very easy to wear, very lightweight, and I do love that about these foundations. So the next thing that these two foundations have in common is the finish. These both give a very natural skin-like finish, and I really do like it. And it's not exactly a matte finish, but it's not exactly a dewy finish as well. It's a really demi-matte kind of like natural finish, you know, demi-matte, not matte but not dewy as well, something like that. And with the Born This Way foundation, it's pretty obvious because it's supposed to look like your skin, but with the LA Girl Pro Coverage Illuminating Foundation, it actually says that it's illuminating, but it's not really that dewy. At least that's what I've found. Unless you pile on a huge amount, it looks pretty demi-matte, like normal, like not too matte, not too dewy. So now let's talk about the coverage of both of these foundations. So this is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation right here, and this is the LA Girl Pro Foundation, LA Girl Pro Coverage Illuminating Foundation. This is the LA Girl Pro Coverage Illuminating Foundation right here. Now I know it looks like there isn't a lot of coverage on this side, and this side looks really nice and you know, covered, because that's because of the light that's coming in this way. But see, this side actually had a lot of pimples, so I feel like it's covering up the redness pretty well. Obviously with pimples you can only cover the actual color or the pigmentation, you can't cover the texture. So the texture is still coming through, and a little bit of the color too. But overall, these two foundations have a really similar coverage. They're both medium to full coverage. This foundation, it almost feels like it has better coverage, but I don't think it's about the coverage. I just think it's about something about the formula in this foundation. It's like it has a built-in filter. This foundation, the Too Faced foundation, the coverage feels like it's the same, but for some reason this just blurs everything, you know. It just feels like there's a built-in primer or a built-in filter with this foundation. As you can see, the coverage is the same, like there's no real difference in the coverage, but there is something that is very just blurring about this foundation that is not in this LA Girl Pro Coverage Illuminating Foundation. It does cover really well, but it doesn't have that blurring, pore blurring, whatever effect that this foundation has. Now, when it comes to the shade range, the Too Faced Born This Way foundation has 35 shades, which is amazing, and the LA Girl Pro Coverage foundation actually has 16 shades. And one of the most amazing, or not amazing, but really interesting things about this is that they have a super white, like a pure white foundation, and then they also have in the shade range a really dark, I'm not sure if it was a dark brown or a black foundation. I don't know. I don't want to say the wrong thing. And the concept behind this was that basically you can mix the white or the dark brown in with your foundation to lighten or darken your foundation during the summers or winters. Or if you can't find your perfect shade, you can actually just mix that in and create your own shade, which is really cool. But it's also like possibly a sales tactic, you know, to kind of like bring in more sales. I don't know. I don't know, but it just seems like why don't you just come up with a shade, you know, like, ugh, I don't know, forget what I said, like, never mind. Anyways, so yeah. So what exactly is different about these two foundations? Obviously the price. Second, the packaging. This the Too Faced foundation definitely has a more luxurious, heavy packaging. You know, it's like a frosted glass bottle, and it's really nice. Everything about this foundation is very luxurious. And with this foundation, it's plastic packaging. You know, obviously you get what you pay for in terms of packaging. So the packaging is pretty cheap and it's really lightweight. But with both of these foundations, you get 30 ml or 1 fluid ounce of product with both of these packaging or whatever. And oh, by the way, both of these foundations have pump too. I know that's like an issue for a lot of people. So yeah, both of these come with pumps. One thing I will say is that both of these foundations I have worn for 5 hours straight. This one holds up really well. This one holds up nicely too, but it gets oily a little bit quicker than the Too Faced one. This side will get oily, but like I said, I have not worn these two foundations side by side before. Like, I've always had a full face of this or a full face of that. So maybe I will do a check-in where I will update you guys about the situation of this foundation. So the LA Girl foundation is definitely a dupe for the Too Faced one. It's not a 100% dupe because it doesn't last as long and it doesn't really do anything for the texture on your face. But other than that, these two foundations are really similar. So if you don't want to, you know, spend your money on this one, I highly suggest that you do try this one out. Also, if you have oily skin, this will get oily a little bit quicker than this one. So just keep these things in mind. So yeah, that was it for this video. I hope you guys liked this video and I hope that this video was helpful. If you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.